Hey world! We just wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened this week.
Yeah.
So, where are we at?
We are in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, but we didn't ministry in Sisuru.
We're in the airport. And what did we do this week? Anyone?
Oh. So this week we got to work at a pregnancy center and do ministry with the women there, and just like walk through sessions, understanding more of our identity. That kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. What was one of your highlights this week, Kenya?
Oh wait,
This is Kenya.
hi.
This is Emma Jo, and this is Abby. I'm so rude. Okay, carry on.
One of my favorite parts of this week was definitely doing the sessions as a team together before we went to the pregnancy center and did them with the women. It provided a way for us to get closer as a team, and it also helped us grow deeper in our relationship with the Lord and understand a lot more about ourselves.
Can you tell me what a session looks like?
So if we did a session, there was a story from the Bible, and then there was a small teaching that just explained more about it and kind of like the goals of like the session, and then we would pray and ask God a question, and then we would draw whatever He showed us, and then afterwards we would discuss about our drawings.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Can one of you guys tell me, like, we'll start with Abby. Abby, what was like something the Lord taught you this week?
Can you come back to me?
Sure.
Coming back. You want me to answer?
Yeah, tell me what the Lord did this week.
Oh yeah, for sure. So when I asked the Lord a question of something that had hurt my heart, that was like one of our session topics. He just revealed to me a time in my life where I was walking through a lot of sin, and I felt like He was super disappointed in me. And then after, like, preceding that, I asked Him the question of like, where were you? And He just revealed to me that He was fighting for me, which I thought was really, really sweet, and just like really prepared the way that I like might approach the throne. So yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah.
I learned that I'm not as broken as I thought I was, and that I can do a lot of things, and I jumped off a cliff
Into the ocean.
and I made a lot of jokes. I didn't think I was funny before this week. That was actually really big. It doesn't sound very spiritual.
So you would say this week was pretty empowering?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about like some of the women we ministered to? Like, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about Nancy.
You want to talk about Nancy?
Let's talk about Nancy.
Yeah, let's have Nancy right now.
Nancy is 26 years old. She's on her first baby child, which is a big deal. The fact that she didn't get pregnant until she was 2016. She speaks 4 languages. She speaks Spanish, Creole, French, and she's really good at English. We had a whole conversation. She's getting her nursing degree. She can literally work anywhere in the world that she wants. And people told her that she could never do that. Like, she can't.
Yeah, so there's just like a lot of empowerment for not only our team, but for all of the women we were connecting with. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on some of the women that you talked to this week?
It was really awesome to hear them talk about their pictures and the sessions, because a lot of them talked about how they were feeling a lot closer to God and how they were able to deepen their relationship with Him.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome.
I feel like I heard the phrase a lot that women said this was stuff they had never shared before. And that was like us in the same boat at the beginning of the week too. And so I feel like there was just like this overarching theme of joy and freedom. And like it just fostered a lot of community. Like we had a lot of community within the week with our team, and then the women we were partnered with. Yeah, and we saw a lot of cute babies. Yeah.
Just so many people.
Yeah, like Maximu. His name's Max. We call him Maximu.
Maxime speaks German.
Yeah.
That is happening for sure.
Does somebody want to talk about our host? Emma Jo? Hit us up.
Did you want to? I heard you guys.
I love.
Yeah, get in on that beat.
Our host family.
My niece.
I love our host family.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say, such a sweet family, and just like so supportive of one another, and so like just eager to do the Lord's work and like seek that out and honor one another. Yeah, just super sweet family.
Yeah, it's a family-owned ministry. They run a pregnancy center, and yeah, do you want to tell us their names?
Yeah, so there's Aurelia, who is the main woman who works at the pregnancy center, and she like coordinates with all the women. And then there's her husband Jose, and then they have 3 sons, Emmanuel, Lucas, and Steve. And one thing I want to mention about them is they all have so much Christ-likeness in them. It's really amazing to work with them and see the way that they treat other people.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. Does anyone want to talk briefly about like something you learned about the culture of the Dominican Republic? If not, it's okay.
No, I was thinking about our history lesson.
We did have a history lesson yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a lot that's not written in the history books correctly. There's a lot more pain than we give Columbus credit for.
Oh yeah, Christopher Columbus came here, y'all.
Yeah.
First place.
And we learned a lot about that. How like there were generational curses long before we gave credit for it that are still impacting.
Yeah.
In a multitude of ways.
Yeah.
And people just really don't want to admit to that.
I feel like we also heard a lot about like women talking about, oh, it got really loud in here, but that's okay. We heard a lot of women talk about how their families have betrayed them a lot.
Yeah.
That's really
Yes.
real. Can you tell me a little bit more what that looks like?
Yes. So we got permission to share this story from a woman, but she actually a lot of them were betrayed by either like their sister or their cousin, which is like a common recurring theme. But one woman talked about how she came to the DR to have more educational opportunities. And when she got here, I think she was living with her cousin or her sister. I know that they were both there, but I don't remember who invited her to live with them. But yeah, so one night she was like falling asleep and she heard her family talking outside. And they were like, oh, are you going to tell her what we brought her here for? And she was like, no, you tell her what we brought her here for. And it turns out they actually brought her to the DR to sell her body and have her be involved in prostitution. And so they put her out on the streets, and she had to bounce back and figure things out for herself, not knowing anybody here. So a lot of things like that, a lot of family betrayal and just like loneliness and hurt, I would say.
Yeah, but I will say one thing is that these women are really, really, really strong.
So resilient.
So resilient.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God's grace is all over the place.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, how are ways we can be praying for our women and us? What do you guys think? Can you start?
Ways that we can be praying for the women at the pregnancy center. Definitely just more bravery for them to be able to keep doing their best, trying to make a living and take care of their children. Prayers for the pregnancy center that they are going to continue to have blessing after blessing and just have abundant resources that the women need.
Yeah. I love that. I would say just praying for our host family, for protection and good health, and yeah, just that they continue fostering what has been given to them. Any more?
I would definitely say just like praying for community for the women. A lot of them mentioned that like it was so refreshing to be able to talk to one another without gossiping, and I think that that's like a very common thing for them to walk through.
Yeah.
And so just praying that they themselves like desire to go in deeper with the Lord and cultivate a space where they feel like they can walk through things that they walked through with us this week, which was such an honor. But yeah, just that they would have that at home as well.
Yeah. What about you, Abs?
I say praying for the host family for provision for their ministry. They have some steady income coming in from jobs, like Jose's a
Side
professor.
jobs, yeah.
My friend just got here.
Oh, yeah, it's late.
Free
Get what you
check.
can.
Okay. They rely on donations for their ministry, and it's just by word of mouth, which is insane. So donations for their ministry, physical and financial.
Yeah. So if you are interested in learning more about our time here in the DR, or even about our host family and the pregnancy center, please reach out, message me, and I'd love to share more with you. And you'll have to message my friends because we're all like separating here soon. We're all from different states. You're from
Indiana.
And you're from
Georgia.
Atlanta. And y'all know we from Iowa. So stay tuned. Actually, this is probably the end of the tuning, but that's okay. There'll be more to come. There's always more room for beauty to come out of her ashes. There's an invitation for more from the Lord. And yeah, he has more for us, all of us, every single one of us. So if you'd like to learn more about Beauty for Ashes as a ministry, like I said, hit me up. Love you all. Bye.